Alright, what's good everybody? I hope you're all having an amazing day so far. Here's my Suicide Squad wave. This one took forever, but I just see so many customizers doing this one, so I was like, you know what? I make Batman figs, why not? Plus, I already had Joker made just because I tried to make a Joker wave back then, which, I mean, technically I succeeded. I do have, like, almost all the variants of the Joker. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into this. Now, this is definitely the oldest figure of this wave. Basically, I took a slick back hairpiece and just kind of like cut off the widow's peak, and yeah. The tattoos were, of course, the most difficult part, and I considered just making them like in a tuxedo, but I was like, no, this is definitely my favorite version of this variant of the Joker, you know? So I decided to make it, and I think he turned out pretty dang well. I mean, my favorite part of this is, oh, gosh, my favorite part of this minifigure is the torso, without a doubt. I love this thing. It looks awesome to me. So, yep. While I hate this Joker minifigure, it is still a Joker, and I'm a completionist. You know, I'm not gonna leave anybody out. So yeah, here he is. Let me know what you guys think of him. And where would Joker be without Harley Quinn? This one is probably the second oldest minifigure of this wave. I just used a basic Harley Quinn hairpiece for this. I did actually paint it up quite a bit. You know, I made it lighter than the Lego one is, which I think is accurate. Now, for the face, I don't know. I don't know if I should have made her smiling or what, in all honesty. It just, yeah, I mean, I don't really mind it, but I feel like I just see everybody else make theirs with like big smiles like Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn actually has. But yeah, the fishnets were definitely very challenging for this one, and actually it's gonna look a little bit blurred. Actually, this whole minifigure does not look nearly as good as it Once Upon a Time did, because I accidentally got it wet. Don't ask me how that happened, but yes, it got wet, and it kind of smeared a little bit, but I don't know. I still think that it looks decent. I repaired it to the best of my ability, and yeah, let me know what you guys think. Um, I also considered making the jacket like 3D, giving her like an actual 3D element for the jacket, kind of like I'm doing for this new Indiana Jones that I've been working on. But I decided that I would make this wave 100% clay free, which is actually what I did. There's not any clay in this. It's I mean, purist is not the right word, but it's using all official Lego parts. Alright, so on to Killer Croc. I love this minifigure. I think that it looks really good for what it is. I could have made him a big fig. No, not a big fig, a taller figure, kind of like I do for some of my other ones. Like this new Darth Malgus, as you can tell, he's not really, you know, he's taller than a normal minifigure without being beefed up. By the way, subscribe if you want to see him whenever he comes out. I've like just finished the entire Dark Side wave, and I cannot wait to get that thing out on YouTube. That's definitely my favorite wave so far. I thought it would be the Indiana Jones one for the nostalgia, but nope, that thing is gonna be freaking awesome. But yeah, the most difficult thing for this one was definitely making all those little scales on the face. It actually has it all around his entire head, but I decided to put the hood on, and now you can't see it, and I cannot get it off. But yep, I think it looks good, honestly, for what it is. Next is the guy who I cannot think of what his name is, in all honesty. He was just not a very memorable character to me. I don't know. This is kind of a lame version of him as it is, just compared to other things that I've seen on the internet when researching this guy the little bit that I did. But yeah, basically his tattoos are the only thing really going on for this minifigure. I wanted to once again showcase the tattoos like I did for Joker, versus making him in more of that jock outfit. I mean, that's not what it's called, I'm sure, but that's kind of just what it looked like to me. Um, So yeah, I don't know. I think that it looks really good. I like the tattoos on him. I think that it all comes together really nice. It's a very simple minifigure with an exception of the tattoos, and because of that, he's nothing really too special, you know? Let me know if you guys think this is too plain, or like if I should have went the other route. But next is Deadshot, and this, I love this minifigure. I love what it looks like. Because Lego has not made this figure, I wanted to make it as Lego-ish as I possibly could. And I do. I think that it turned out pretty dang well. It could probably be a bit more neat in certain places. My favorite area is most definitely the mask. But other than that, yeah, I do not have a gun for him, unfortunately, and I did not use clay to make his wrist guns 3D or anything like that. But I like him. I think that this figure looks good. So next is Katana, and I don't know what to think about this figure in all honesty. I don't know what to do about the waist, honestly. Like, I can't make it black because it just blends in with the rest of the minifigure. But like the gray is just, I don't know, it doesn't look right to me either. And then the line of the waist, or like just how it's angled, I don't know, it's just not looking right to me. But yes, I try to make the piercing in the stomach, the little scar that you can see there. My favorite part would definitely be the head for this one. I think that looks really good, and honestly, I think that this one really does look good. Now, for those of you wondering, this is what the Lego Katana looks like next to him, or next to her, sorry. Now, of course, they are totally different variants of Katana, but yeah, I don't know, I think it looks really good. Maybe the boot shouldn't be purple. It looked that way in a few of the pictures, and then other pictures it looked more brown, and it might have just been the lighting that the specific picture was taken in. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm going to keep him purple because I actually think it looks really good on this figure. And yeah, I don't know. And she's kind of basic, but I like it. And now we have Captain Boomerang in his worst outfit also. Also, you're going to have to ignore the cracks all over this minifigure. I did an experiment on him, and it did not work, and led to him cracking all over the place. And it doesn't look good, so someday I might have to remake this one, but until then we can just imagine that it's a regular minifigure. I don't know, I don't really like this version of Captain Boomerang in general. I do have the Lego one somewhere, I just cannot find it, because of course it came in the same set that Katana came in. But yeah, I don't know, I decided to paint the little sprigs of hair coming out of his beanie up there, and I don't know, I think he looks good. Like if we spin him around here, you can see more of that detailing on the arm, and then that's what I used for his boomerang as well. I don't know, I think that he looks decent for what he is, I guess. I don't know. And then I have not painted the sides of that at all. As you can tell, it is supposed to be gray, but I am not gonna take those arms off in order to paint that, you know, and I don't want to get too close to it and mess it up, the painting that I did do on the actual minifigure. So yeah, I'm probably gonna end up having to just bite the bullet and make this guy anew someday. But this is basically what he'll look like, but just without the cracks. And yeah, I don't know, I'm pretty happy with how he turned out. I think that I honestly like this whole wave. They all look really good together to me. Now there are definitely more figures that I could have made. However, as I've said before, my shelves that I actually display these things on only have room for 7 minifigures on a row, so I try to keep my waves down to 7 minifigures, which I think works okay for this one. You know, I don't think that I'm leaving out any super necessary characters. I got everybody that I wanted to make, and yeah, I'm really happy with this wave. Let me know what your favorite one is. Let me know what you would have done different, and I will catch you in the next one.